So what's going on, Raider Nation? And welcome back to another episode of the Raider Critique. Now, I'm sure that you guys know the news, and I'm not even going to beat around the bush about it. I'm going to switch right over here to the scene that we all definitely need to be seeing. The one joke that we had on Dirty Lowe's channel back on the live probably about a couple months ago was that this regime was going to sign Brian Hoyer. And sure enough, if they did not go out 2 months later and sign a 37-year-old quarterback who has played with the Patriots in the past. What's going on, man? Hey, I salute everybody for jumping in here, man. Richard Lyon, salute to you. Art White, yeah, I'm going to get into it. Dizzy, thank you for stopping in. And yeah, Jack Kinna, man, it's good to see you as well, bro. But yeah, we signed Brian Hoyer. Now, I can't make this shit up. There's no way I can make this shit up. We signed Brian Hoyer. So why don't we go and look at his stats? Because, I mean, we really don't have to look very far when we want to go and actually look at a guy's stats here. But first, let me switch back over to this here before we do that. And then we will move to sharing the screen over here with this, if it'll come up. Brian Hoyer's stats, I mean, like, really, you don't have to look very far to see what he's done throughout his career. His best season's definitely coming as with either the Browns, Texans, and Bears, where he threw for at least over 1,000 yards. In 2014, he threw for 3,326 yards with a 55.3% completion percentage, 12 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions, with a quarterback rating of 76.5. With the Texans, he got a little bit better, 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, with a 60.7 completion percentage, with 2,606 yards passing at a 91.4 QBR. And then 2016 was definitely by far his best year. 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 67%, 1,445 yards at a 98 QBR. Other than that, I mean, he really wasn't very good. Yeah, it showed that he was fairly decent in 2022, but he only had 37 yards passing. Might have been like, what, 2-3 passes, maybe? In 2021, he had 227 yards passing with 1 touchdown at a 149 quarterback rating. But then 62.5 for 2020 at 130 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception at a 59.4 QBR for 2020. The Colts, when he played for the Colts, he bounced all over the damn league. 372 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions at a 65.7 QBR. The dude's nothing special at all. But the thing about it is, Raider Nation, is like we, even as a joke, we called this horse shit. We knew what this coach was going to do. And I mean, literally, it feels like that we've already gone belly up and the season hasn't even started yet. Have you guys even went and looked at the injury report? Jimmy Garoppolo, you can't make this fucking shit up. Jimmy Garoppolo is questionable. He's questionable. You know how questionable he is? I'm about as certain as that he is questionable with an injury as this front office is questionable about making football decisions. Here's another little gem for you that I pulled offline. The dude hasn't won a single game as a starter since 2016. Look at all them L's. This dude has lost every game he is pretty much his first game starting in every season that he's pretty much played. So it just goes to make you wonder, Raider Nation. We traded Darren Waller for a 3rd-round pick. Pretty much should have just been like, traded him for a bag of chips and a Coke. We got rid of Derek Carr, picked up Jimmy Garoppolo, and then we pick up this guy. You know what I'm saying? With Chase, it's not like he's going to be the practice squad quarterback. We have Chase Garbers down there manning that. So is this dude going to be a 3rd string? Are we going to carry 3 quarterbacks? 3 quarterbacks, by the way, with Jimmy Garoppolo and Brian Hoyer as 2 of the 3. Possibly a rookie if we draft one. Man, I can only hope that this front office drafts a whole lot better than they pick up free agents, because the free agents that they picked up have been middle tier to low tier guys, gap fillers, depth pieces. No real huge major moves. Now that is a tall telling tale. Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, that's questionable. You could say that was a big move, but to me it was a lateral move. We're paying a little bit less for a quarterback who has the same credentials and same skill set as Derek Carr, but can't stay healthy. Makes no sense to me. Why we would, if we were really in win now mode, we are definitely in a rebuild mode, especially with the way the front office has been talking this last week. Oh, we don't know if we're going to be able to just plug the holes and fill all the positions that we can in one draft. I mean, they're literally telling us they're going to go belly up this year. And just like last video, what I called 5-12. I'm sticking by that, Raider Nation. 5-12 is all, it's about all we're going to do. And my next question is this really the Raider way that we all expected? Nah, I don't think so, man. I expected to be winning last year, or at least been in playoff contention last year. Making a run this year for a Super Bowl. But we are so far from it, it's not even funny. The whole team has pretty much been torn down. There is no familiar faces, literally. On the offensive side and on the defensive side, it's Max Crosby, Nate Hobbs. Denzel Perryman walked. He went somewhere else. So, I mean, literally, bro. It's the new Raider way. I'm not cool with, man. It don't feel good. It don't look good. It don't smell good. And I mean, that tells me that it ain't good. And I hate being right about these things, but Josh McDaniels pretty much did exactly what I expected him to do when I heard that we hired him as head coach. That he did the exact same thing as what he did to the Broncos. And it's disheartening. And you got dudes like Devontae Adams, who, you know, I mean, they're literally just right in the middle of all this, watching all this happen. I bet you Devontae now knows that they're not trying to contend this year. And I'm being real about that, because if he was trying to contend this year, he would have done everything he possibly could to at least replace Derek Carr with somebody better. And there was plenty of options out there. Now, lo and behold, there is still the draft. I do believe that if we do pick up Hendon Hooker, that would be an upgrade, because for years to come, as long as he studies, he'll be able to hopefully be able to surpass Derek Carr on how good Derek Carr played for this organization. Hopefully he'd be able to do that. Hopefully we can get a rookie quarterback in here who can do that, because I'm definitely not backing Brian Hoyer. Of all fucking people, the dude we joke about, they bring him on this team. Sometimes I feel like that they watch these shows and they see these things that we talk about and they're like, let's do that shit just to fuck with them. And I really do feel that way because, dude, come on, Brian Hoyer, he's 37 years old and he's been completely irrelevant no matter anywhere he's gone. It makes no sense. This is our backup? I would have rather had Stidham as a backup than this guy. I mean, what, do we need two people to teach the scheme to the rookie quarterback that we're about to bring in? Dude. Yeah, well, I mean, he's pretty close. He's pretty close there, Dell. He's actually a couple years younger than me. Not by much. He's like, what, 5 years? I mean, shit, I know how my body feels. There's no way, dude, that I'd be getting on a football field. Now, especially professionally, kudos to him for that. But shit, dude, like, he's 37. Like, what was the point of bringing this dude on here? Don't be surprised to who we go to the late first to get who, Richard. Now, I mean, really, man, if this is what we're going with, then this is going to be a rough season. This is going to be a very rough season. Now, I want to thank everybody for joining me, man. And I know I haven't been on as of lately. I've actually been taking care of a lot of things around here. I've been keeping up with all the Raider news, as much of the real Raider news that I can keep up with. My boy Dirty, bro, had his channel taken down. Some punk-ass motherfucker decided to flag him for bullying, and they ripped his channel down. So if you guys aren't in the loop on that, go to his new channel and subscribe to it if you're still looking for wondering where Dirty Raider went. I feel bad for him for getting hosed like that. It really sucks because he didn't deserve it. He wasn't bullying nobody. But, you know, I mean, just because of the people you wind up having beef with, you know, the possibilities are endless on who did this to him. I salute to you, Dirty man. You'll get right back to where you were, man. And I know you're going to come back stronger, just like you said, man. But I hope this team can come back stronger. We need to come back stronger in the draft. And, you know, I mean, fuck. If the Raiders can't give us any good news at all, Raider Nation, because I believe that we haven't really gotten any good news. Do you guys believe that we've gotten any good news thus far here in the offseason, Raider Nation? Is everybody feeling good about the situation that we are in now? All the people who claimed that Josh McDaniels is the savior, Josh McDaniels is going to turn this team around, and he goes off and gets a 37-year-old quarterback who ain't played dick all, like, his whole career? Telling you, man, can't make this shit up. The Raiders don't want to give us anything good. So instead of the Raiders not giving anything good, well, I promised y'all that I'd be giving away some shit to anybody who is in this hat. Well, I ran out of coins, so I haven't been able to give away anything. Haven't been able to give away any Raider coins. So I'm actually waiting on an order for more Raider coins to come in. The Raider Nation Challenge coins. But until then, and I'm going to actually select 2 out of here. What I'm going to be giving away this episode, it's not going to be any Raider coins. It's not going to be any bottle openers or anything like that. No black hole bottle openers this time. But what I'm going to be giving away are these custom-made Raider Critique Lokes. I've actually got them on the side here. I don't know if you're going to really be able to see them. If I stop the background, you guys might be able to see it. Let me see if I can actually change that up. Just get rid of the virtual background, because I don't need a background at all. See, yeah, it would have looked a whole lot better like that anyway, wouldn't it? See, that looks a whole lot better. Now, maybe these might come up now, but as you can see, the Raider Critique logo is on the side with the Lokes, and the Lokes look like this. This is one set. I really wish I could just kind of just kill that background, but I'm running that through OBS. But anyway, if I put them on my face, you'll be able to see them. This is what they look like. Still got the tag on them. Now, of course, they're not, you know, authentic, but they are Lokes. And I've got this pair here that I'm going to give away. And of course, I'm going to be pulling the name from the hat from anybody who has gotten a Raider Critique patch. So let's go ahead and see who wins this Raider Critique Lokes, and I'll be sending them to you. Shake this up here. Yeah, you guys can finally see my green screen. I went and got a green screen. And I'll tell you what, man. I got a phone call coming in. But I don't think this guy, I haven't seen this guy in a minute. But he is the winner of the Raider Critique Lokes. And it's Chris Nelson. So Chris Nelson, man, appreciate you, dude. Thank you for participating. I don't know if you are in the chat right now, but you have won this pair of Raider Critique Lokes right here from the Raider Critique, and I'll be sending them out to you. I will make sure I go ahead and get your address, and if you haven't already, you can hit me up on Instagram and have, you know, hit me up with your address and whatnot and get your Raider Critique patch if you're over here hanging out in the chat. I see all y'all out here, man. Alice Goes, thank you for jumping in, man. And of course, Brave Raider, it's good to see you guys, man. But hey, I'm not even gonna stop there, dude. So we got Chris Nelson, who won a pair of the Raider Critique Lokes. Well, I've also got a second pair here that I'm also going to give away. These are a different style. They're the wider ones. The lenses are actually darker. And of course, the sides also come up the same way. So I'm going to give these away too, man. You know, might as well go ahead and give away some of this stuff. I'm hoping to get the coins back. But I can at least give away a few of these things that I am getting made over here, and I'm going to get a lot more of those made. Those are going to be first edition. The second edition are going to be a lot better. So let's see who wins the second one. And here we go. I got it right here. It's Raider Kojo. Raider Kojo. All right, bro. He wins the second pair of Raider Critique Lokes right here on the Raider Critique. I will definitely be getting you guys these Lokes. I will be pulling your address off of Instagram and sending them to you that way. So congratulations to Raider Kojo and Chris Nelson. You guys won the Raider Critique Lokes. And look, this is the best part. I know I'm getting more coins, so you're going back in the hat. So there you go, man. There you guys go. Hey, I hope everybody has enjoyed this episode of the Raider Critique. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications for more Raider content right here on YouTube, man, with your boy Raider Riot Gun. Right here right here, a silent spokesperson of the NWA, the Nation with Attitude, my bro Dirty and Dirty Low and Earn and all my homies over there in the NWA, man. Can't wait to hang out with y'all. Raider Ben, salute to you. And yes, next live I plan on doing will be with Mikey Raider on April 17th. At least that's the date that we have picked. And I'm going to be going over all with Mikey Raider. Won't be all Raider related, but there will be some Raider related content in that episode. So I appreciate all y'all for stopping by, man. I want to go ahead and get on out of here and just kind of, I wanted to jump on here also, just kind of talk with y'all about what I thought about this and how it smells like shit. But I'll tell you, man, this just doesn't bode well for us. At least not looking at this aspect of it. Not looking at it from this side. This looks like a power move to pretty much, because I really don't think they want Martin Davis owning the team. I really don't. And at this point, the way I feel, I don't know if I really want Martin Davis owning the team. Because the guy doesn't know shit about football. And he keeps bringing these people in here thinking that these people are actually going to help him turn this organization around. And everyone he's brought in besides Gruden and Del Rio really just fell on their faces. And it does, dude. It sucks. But I think that this is just literally a power move where they're going to literally somehow, some way have Martin Davis take all the heat for our losing ways, as he should. And because of all that money they've dumped into Las Vegas and moving the Raiders to Vegas, don't be surprised, Raider Nation, if Martin Davis is the next one on the chopping block. And that's real talk, man. That's real talk. That's something to sit there and think about, really. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Sorry, I'm not going to bring any guests on this episode, but not next episode with Mikey, but the episode after that, I'm going to bring a couple guests on. I want to make sure I've got my technology going right, since I'm running OBS through StreamYard now, and I seem to like it, but I want to make sure that everything's going right before I start bringing people on. So I do appreciate everybody for jumping in, man. And like I said, dude, we tell the truth with intensity, even when it sucks. And it could very well be another shitty year for us, Raider Nation. And it's just, I'm wondering how long that we're going to have to wait before we finally see this team turn itself back into the juggernaut that they used to be. And, man, it does. It sucks. It sucks. But yeah, I am not going to have any guests on this show, but I will be having guests on in the future. Like, definitely, especially post-combine. So, anyway, man, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening, man. And, hey, it's Raider Nation for life. It's like I always say, but, man, I am not about to drink this corporate Kool-Aid. I am not drinking this corporate Kool-Aid that they're trying to feed us right now. I don't buy into this shit. Not with everything that we've done. Like, this looks like absolute dog shit. And us real Raiders who have been here through thick and thin, who've seen this shit before, we're going to be here, but we're going to be the ones to suffer through it. And you're going to start seeing all these other fake motherfuckers who were only here for the ride while, it was real big hype that the Raiders were moving to Vegas. You're going to start watching them dwindle away. Because only the real motherfuckers are going to stay here and are going to bleed with the rest of you diehards. And that's real talk, man. But hey, if we can't win on the field, at least we can win in our real lives. So try not to let it beat you up too bad. Hopefully we might start winning next year, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Seeing the moves that we made, I'm not counting on it. Not counting on it at all, man. It's shit.